All new web app. Here it is. All new Office web app, and I say app now on the web. Okay. Basically, this means that you have Office 2010 on your computer or on laptop, or maybe your earlier version. But what if you are in a scenario that you don't have Office on your computer? You do not have Office on your laptop nor on desktop, and still you want to create documents, you want to create spreadsheets, you want to make PowerPoint files and save it and give it to someone. You are helpless. You cannot do that until and unless you don't have the Office package. You cannot do anything. Okay, that was a mandatory requirement. But the times have changed. Right now we have an additional new feature in Office called as Office WebApp, by which you can actually now create documents like Word, Excel, PowerPoint all on the web using your browser. Simple. It's that simple. And you would require one thing, that is your Hotmail email ID. Okay. To do so, to use the features of web app, you need to have your Hotmail or Windows Live ID. That is mandatory for this. Today I will be showing you how I make my life easier and how I use web app to make sure that all my work is done quickly, and in a case wherein if I don't have an Office 2010 or earlier version of a computer. So I will be taking through a demo. So make sure that you pay attention to the demo, and as I said, queries are entertaining. Yeah, demo. First, you would require to have a Hotmail Live ID, as I said. First, log in through your this ID. Once you log in, you have this Office button out here, which will have these three options. You can click on Documents, your documents, or recent documents, any one of those. There, you'll get a list of all these files which I have made, which I have created before. So what I can do, I can click on one of those and I can say Edit in Browser. Okay. So what you'll be seeing right now will be something different and something new. When I click on Edit in Browser, this basically will enable a new feature in the browser that is called as Web App, will bring all the functionalities of Word or Excel or PowerPoint in your browser itself. And in the next slide, let's say you don't want to open an existing file, you want to create a new file. Then you have create a new online document, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and one more. You can click any one of those. As in when you click, for example, Word, and you reach here, it will ask you for a file name, as your computer does normally. Here you simply have to put a file name and say save. When you say save, it loads the entire environment of Office Web App. As it is showing you, it's loading the center. It loads, and within some seconds you will see this screen coming up. And there is no difference between what you see here and what you normally work on Office Word. Okay, so you are opening a Word file in a browser or in your computer, it's one and the same. That is one thing. Whenever you have this web app feature in your browser running up, you will find one thing, that it works the same way. There is no difference between what you work in your computer that is installed Office or on this. Everything, the formatting, editing, everything is as simple as how you do in your normal application. The only difference in the entire thing is you are working on the environment which is on internet. Okay. Because you are making online documents, you are actually using all the APIs or all the functionalities of the internet. And this is only available using Hotmail or Windows Live Service. You need to have these, either of those email IDs. And as you can see, you have these options coming up: Home, Insert, View, Font. You can change the font, you can spell check, anything. The same thing which you can normally do typically in a Word file. The same function is available here. There is no difference. So for example, you save a file here. Okay. You first create a new file, you save a file, you add some contents, you add some pictures, and then say okay, save. The file gets saved on the web server, that is on your email ID. Now, let's assume that you want to take this file to your friend's computer. What you can do, either you can open the same file on his computer using your email ID or download the file. Let's say you downloaded the file. You carry the file using a pen drive to his computer or desktop or laptop. You open the file there in Word application. You will find no difference in the entire content. For example, if you have made a table, if you have added some pictures, formatting part, okay, whatever things, whatever stuff you have formatted in your Word document, you have had some special font, you have had some special pictures inserted in a specific size, a specific way, you will find practically no difference between any of them. Because the environment is same, it's same Word, but the only using the functionalities of the web browser. Okay, and it completely is compatible to the web browser. Okay, so here I can use any of the features in the way I want because all of these functions or features are completely compatible. So I can do anything I want. Like I can do anything the way I used to on Word. Okay, this is one thing. The same way, if I say, if I click on file, you will see the same kind of list coming up as you do in your computer, like save, open in Word, share, properties, etc. Okay, and because it is on the internet, you can also give a feedback here, and the terms of use. You can go through the terms of use. Maybe if you don't mind using them. Okay. Next is your Excel. Do you find any difference between this Excel sheet and the one which you normally use on your computer? Do you find a difference? As per the views, whatever you see out here and whatever you see normally on your computer, there is practically no difference. The same spreadsheet, the same options, the same functionalities, the same calculations, the same formatting, everything is same. The main benefit I get here is that whenever I create a spreadsheet online on the browser and whatever for example, if I add some figures, I add some student marks, I make some graphs and I save it here. When I save it here, and for example, if I need to now work on my laptop using my application which is installed on my computer, when I migrate from this far, when I migrate from web server to an Office application, it doesn't hamper the quality nor the formatting part. Whatever you actually saved here, the same part, the same thing, the same way it will reflect in your file when you download the file. Okay, because sometimes you might have seen one thing, that whenever you have saved a file in your Office 2007 and you open in 2010 or vice versa, you feel that something is different, some part is different, with space badhiga ya kahan se waise in that. So all of these things are ignored because it is made by Microsoft, so they have made completely compatible to the Office program. So whether you are using Office on the laptop or on the desktop or here, whatever changes you save will be accordingly. Okay, and you can open the same file anywhere, maybe laptop, desktop or this, and there will be no problems. And you will find the same content, the same game. Okay, basically this is useful for you people in a way how I did. Let's assume that you have to make some special report for a project. It is third year, right? Some of them, and second year will come to third year next year. So let's say you have to make some project report, and let's say that your laptop has Office. Due to some viruses, it is corrupted now, opening right now, and it's very urgent for you to fix it right now. The report issue. What you can do? You can open the same file in this web browser, because colleges normally do allow internet connectivity to all the students nowadays. Okay, so you can actually open the existing file or create a new file, edit it in the way you want, save it, download it, done. In that. So this has been done. I mean, it's been used by many students around the world, especially when you go to universities in US and UK. They have been using this thing from a long time, from the time it launched, because they feel that why should we, instead of having Office on your laptops or desktops, we can either do it. Also, one more thing. Whenever, as I said, you have some issues with the software, it's not opening, what to do then? Instead of actually reinstalling the entire application and wasting your time, why to do that? So you can simply log into your Hotmail account, open the web browser, as I said, log into your Hotmail account, and you can enter the file itself. So this is how you can actually make a difference, by working on web app. And the same way for PowerPoint. I mean, you can actually create slideshows, give effects, give transitions, anything. The same way you do in your application that is in your computer. The same way, there is no change. The only, as I said, the change is you are working on an environment which is on the internet. That's it. And this is not your normal Office application, this is a web browser. Okay? Everything is happening in a web browser. All of these things are opening in a web browser and not on your computer's API. Okay? So whenever you are experiencing all this, you come to know that practically whenever you are adding some features, whenever you are adding some font changes or you are increasing some size, you won't face a problem. You would feel that there is practically no difference of me using my application on my computer or on this. So this is a new thing which has been come up with 2010. I mean, you do not need to have 2010 for this. You can simply have an email ID with Windows or Live, and you can log in through that and simply create documents online using this web app. And that is why, as I said, app on the web. That is, you can actually open, close edit, format, whatever you can do it using this. One more thing I forgot to tell you, and I said but partially. Whenever, as I said, you create some spreadsheets using this web app, you do not use any formatting part. Okay, I have made a table. I gave some formatting cells. I gave some data in it, and everything is well made. I only have to show it to my friend. Now, what if my friend doesn't have any connection? So what I do, I download the same file and I'll open it on his laptop using Excel application. So when you open, you will find no difference. Okay, the progress that you have saved in your web browser and the thing which you now see on the application running on the laptop, there is practically no difference. The same look, the same way it works, the same functionalities, you can enter the same file, save it, and again edit it. Done. So this is something new which you might want to use in your project times, and this is actually very useful because at places where you don't have Office, or if it's corrupted by some reason, by virus or something, you can use this thing.